you know. So I'm sure tonight's episode is going to be such a blessing to you all. Please relax, stay back, enjoy, and take notes. It's not just about teaching these things. I mean, it's one thing to teach these things, and it's another thing to execute, you know. So it's not just about teaching, it's about execution. It's about getting thoughts and going out there to execute. I mean, I've had some students, you know, before this platform and even after this platform came to life. They have video reviews, textual reviews, and all of that. So I'm really grateful for how we are able to impact, you know, people, different people here and there. So it's about, I mean, these guys are people who went out, who listened, went out there and started executing. You know, so you can as well listen, get taught, and just sit on everything you've listened to. You know, that doesn't really make sense, especially if it's something you really need. You know, I agree that everybody on this platform may not need this right now, but if you do need this and you are not here and you miss out on this, man, you are shooting yourself in the leg. You know, because some of those things we share freely here are stuff we learned from, you know, digital marketing school with huge money, you know, huge payments. And of course, because we love people, we love humanity, we love SMEs, we love business owners and entrepreneurs, we just want to teach for. We want to freely give as much as we can, you know, so, and that's why we are doing all of this. Welcome again. Yeah, so welcome back again, everyone. So yeah, the topic before us is how the pros are making sales online, you know, more secrets revealed. And why we have more secrets revealed is because we've thought how to make sales online, how to optimize your Instagram page, how to optimize your Facebook page, you know, the link in your bio and all of those kind of things, you know. So if probably you've done all of those kind of things and then you still need more, of course, we are always needing more. We are always needing more. We need more sales, more leads, more potential clients, more clients, you know. Then it means, I mean, if you are struggling to have the more that you need, then it means you are not doing something right. Right? So, how the pros are making sales online. I mean, in the 2020 digital space. I'm going to talk about 3 methods, and then hopefully we'll talk about more as time goes by. But those 3 methods are the main thing that the pros are using to make sales online. Now, we shared a post on at the buzzer adverts earlier, just a couple minutes ago, or over an hour ago or thereabouts. And you know, in the picture, there's a house, and then there are, you know, circles like orbits and all of that. And if you look at it, the house is in the center, and then, you know, it is connected to these orbits, to these circles. You know, and that's to tell you that that is what the 2020 business scene is like, if you like it or not. So you could just sit down in your office or in your house, as the case may be, and then you are connected to different parts of the world. And that's our story at the buzzer. You know, we are just at a point. I mean, I've been going to the office for a while now, and just me. You know, I'm just at the point, and even when I get home, my house is not really different from my office space, you know. So I'm just wherever I am, and I'm connected to different people, you know, at the same time. How is this possible? Now, the first way this is possible is through, and this is the first one, your sales funnel. Guys, this is important. This is going to show the difference between a pro and an amateur. You know what I mean? For the amateurs, or better still, let me say, your sales funnel is basically the funnel that houses your customer journey. And now, what's your customer journey? Your customer journey is, you know, the point from which this person sees your content, whether it's your ad or it's a content on your page, then goes into the link in your bio, for example, or goes to your bio, sends you a text, you reply, or goes into the link in your bio, sees your WhatsApp number, link into your WhatsApp number, and say, okay, please give me more information about this product. And you answer them. And they say, okay, how much is this? How much is that? Okay, can it go for this price? Can it go for that price? And they end up paying. Now, the point from which this person sees your content to the point they pay you is the customer journey for that particular client or customer, if you understand what I'm talking about. So basically, your sales funnel is the road through which your customer, passed through before getting you paid. I mean, all the branches inclusive, all the time they stop to drink Coca-Cola, all the time they stop to buy pizza, all the time they stop to greet their friend, all the time they tell you, okay, I'm going to pay you tomorrow, and you didn't hear anything from them until next week, and they say, oh, sorry, I forgot, okay, I'm going to pay you tomorrow, and then you didn't hear anything from them, and after 2 weeks, you send them a hello, and they say, oh, okay, let me see what will happen, and after 2 months, they finally pay you half, so that point from which they see your content to the point where they get you paid is your sales funnel. Now, if this is true for what sales funnel means, friends, it means that this implies that your sales funnel must be taken seriously. Your sales funnel must be taken seriously. Your sales funnel must be taken seriously. And as an entrepreneur, you must always have the mindset that you want to reach people. You want to sell something to people, whether it's on Telegram, whether it's on WhatsApp, someone might just send you a message at any time, and then you should already have custom messages, that used to welcome people. There are times I write people on WhatsApp and their welcome message is just blur. I'm sorry to say, but I'm just wondering, what's this? I'm just wondering, how should the welcome message be like this? If you are skeptical about if your welcome message is on point, please talk to a digital marketer or a marketer of sorts. You can always talk to me. You can always talk to someone here, one of the admins and stuff, and say, please, help me look at my welcome message. Is it good? How is it? Can it be restructured? How should it go? And all of those kind of things, and they'll help you. Some days ago, I sent someone on Telegram a message, and I was like, hello, and the person sent me an Instagram link, and they said, go and please help me like and comment on this post, and I sent hello again, and the person sent the same thing, and I was wondering, and I sent the person a message. I said, listen, I saw your ad somewhere, so I was interested in your service, but instead of answering me and welcoming me and seeing what I need, you don't know me before, we've never chatted before, you're asking me to go comment and like, some Instagram post. Okay, I'm so sorry, I have to go, I'll look elsewhere. And that's how the person lost me. Do you understand? And many of us are like that. So you must always be conscious that you want to sell something, You don't know who is going to write you at any time. So back to our sales funnel. Now, your basic sales funnel is your page, your content, of course, your WhatsApp link, and that's it. Now, if you want more, for example, like me, if you want much more, if you want to cut out all the hassles of people writing you on WhatsApp, if you are running ads, it's fine to run your ads into your WhatsApp group. For people who want to build a WhatsApp community, I've helped different people build their WhatsApp community with ads. Maybe you are selling fabric or you are selling shoes and all of that. You want to build your WhatsApp community with people who are interested in your stuff. We've helped several people do that. That's fine. But if you really want to make sales, and then some people also send their WhatsApp number, to be used as the landing page for their ads. What you just end up getting, it's cool, but what you end up getting is so many people writing you, depending on especially if your budget is fat, you have so many people write you. Of course, you are going to get some people to pay you, but many of these people may not be interested. One day we ran an ad into a group that I was a part of, and someone came into the group, and after a while, the person sent, I don't know how the person located me. The person located me and sent me a voice note, and the voice note went something like this. I And I was wondering, who is this guy? He just sent me that and that was it. It was a group. So he located me and sent me that message. If you understand what I'm talking about. So if you're going to run your ads into your page, which is good, you should be ready for things like that. And if you are going to run your ads into your personal number, just be ready that you are going to be attending to people. Do you understand? Now, to cut all of that headache, all of that talking, all of those kind of things, you need a proper sales funnel. And I'll tell you what a proper sales funnel is. Now, back in the days, like 10 years ago, or even till now, I think some people still do it. Of course, there's this company, let's say, Mr. Jubril's metal business. And in this company, let's say this company have 60 persons. Now, in this company, of course, out of these 60 persons, they will have a sales team. The sales team can be made up of 5 people and all of that. Well, now, what are these people going to do? And this has been the method of selling from way back, from years and years ago. These sales people are the people who get leads for the company. I mean, they may have an exhibition, so they get people to fill a form, they collect people's contacts, collect people's names and emails and all of those kind of things. Now, when they resume back at work on Monday, they distribute the numbers, and these people in this team call, those people who drop their name and all of those kind of things. Even if those people are not interested in what they are doing, they will just call them. Now, we call this cold calling. So, for example, I am Edet, and okay, I've just seen Mr. Ade's number. He dropped his number in our form in our last exhibition, and my boss asked me to, asked us to call all of those people on Monday. So I happened to pick Mr. Ade's contact, and I will say, okay, good morning, Mr. Ade, and I will say hello, good morning. So cold calling goes something like this. You say hello, good morning. You say, okay, so you dropped your number in our form in our last exhibition. I'm calling from Mr. Jubril's metal company. Okay, who is Mr. Jubril's metal company? Sorry, who are you? Oh, so I'm Edet, and I'm one of the sales guy, and I just want to call you to speak with you, if you are interested in what we do. And he says, metal business. Okay, it's fine. So what are you guys about? And you say, okay, we make metal constructions for people, for individuals, and for companies and all of that. And he says, do I look like someone who wants to work in a metal company? And all of those weird conversations. This is a whole lot of work, guys. This is a whole lot of work. Sometimes it could even go more awkward than that. And sometimes it goes well. And when someone is able to follow up with a lead, and the lead end up paying. For example, the lead pays 10 million naira. The company is going to throw a party on Friday and all of those kind of things. And as a matter of fact, the company may promote this person who followed up on that lead. I'm sure some of the older folks here will understand what I'm talking about, or they will promote that whole team. Or even if they don't promote them, they will increase their salary for that month, or they will increase their salary for as long as they are in that business. Now, because God has given man wisdom, to make things easy. God has given us the wisdom to make things easy, even though we are using some aspect of this wisdom to self-destruct. People came up with a system whereby they say, can we just cut this crap and stop paying some sales guy, and employ these guys to be something else, rather than calling people for days on ending and calling. And can we just build a digital salesperson who answers all the questions of a lead? And at this point, this lead is going to be someone who is somehow interested in our business, as opposed to where you call someone and he says, sorry, I can't remember, dropping my contact and stuff. So man came up with the idea and said, okay, can we do something whereby we run ads and we reach a particular kind of people? And then Facebook, came up and all of that, Google, and then they have people, grouped in different categories. People who people who like buying online, people who like playing soccer, people who have plaiting hair as their interest in their bio and all of those kind of things. And then they say, okay, now when we've reached these people, can we have a digital salesman that will talk to them and answer all their questions? And they say, okay, yes, we can do it. So they came up with what we call a landing page. Now, landing page back in the days used to be really, really, really whack. Of course, you click into the landing page. Sometimes it might just be on people's website, and you ask your clients to go to your website and click also column to get into your landing page to read more. Sometimes they just copy the link of that landing page and put it in their publications, in their online publications and all of those kind of things, or even put it in the news on TV or on the newspaper. So when you see that business ad on the newspaper, you see something like bit.ly/22. Go to bit.ly. So you go to your computer and start typing bit.ly/22y2 and all of those kind of things. So that sucks. That sucks. So over the years, landing pages have developed and developed and developed. And today, in landing pages wouldn't only answer your question as someone who is interested in that much. Landing pages today now gives you the option to pay directly. They have payment integration in the landing page, which is an example is our online store, store.thebuzzer.com.ng. When you go there, you like what you see, you pay directly with your card. We've not really talked about that about the store. From next week, we are going to brief you all much more about the store. If you are interested in that store, get at me or get at an admin and we'll tell you what to do. So yeah, that's by the way. So today, landing pages now have payment integration. Now, imagine a scenario whereby you have a shoe store, you sell shoe and you want to have more customers online. And then you have this guy, or you do it yourself, run an ad. And then you have a landing page where you talk about your products, about your store, about the CEO, about everybody. And then you have FAQs, frequently asked questions. Okay, what if this shoe does not size me? Can I return it and get a refund? And you say, yes, you can get a refund. Okay, for how long can I use this shoe for and it will not have any fault? And you answer, as long as water didn't drop on it and all of that. And you say, okay. And you just have FAQs. And then you have a call to action. Pay now for this shoe. And when they click that, it takes them into a column where they can just input their card details and check out. Or even if you are not doing direct card payments, it takes them into a column where they see your account number, they pay, they send you a WhatsApp message. As they pay, it will go straight into your WhatsApp. Okay, I just paid for your stuff and all of that. And then they probably call you or you call them or whatsoever it is, and then that's it. Easy peasy. Now these are the ways the pros are running their thing online. This is the way. There is no pro who is really running ads into his WhatsApp number, into his personal or business WhatsApp number, because that's going to be a whole lot of headache. We've been helping several people do ads recently, but there's this one person. We ran the ads into, their phone number, and then after like 2 days, they had to call me and say, see, please remove it from my phone number, put some other link there, please, because the messages were too much. You have to sit down and start replying and all of those kind of things, if you understand what I'm talking about. So now that is the way the pros, that is landing page is one of the way the pros are using to make sales online. If you look at professional ads that have a strong call to action, maybe you are selling something. I'm not talking about ads that are just projecting a content or asking people to go into their page or asking people to follow them. That's good. But if you are looking at ads that are going to take you somewhere else, that are going to make you sign up for a webinar, going to make you pay for a course, pay for this and pay for that, it has to be a serious landing page. And the truth is this: landing page converts 30% more than any other kind of format that you use, whether it's your website format, whether it's your follow me format. We are always doing click to our profile, click to our DMs and all of that, which is good, but sometimes it just doesn't really convert as much as it should. But when a landing page is used, the questions, a landing page just answers people's question. If you understand what I'm talking about. So that's it, guys. Imagine a scenario where you have a landing page in your ad, and then you are just sleeping and people are just paying you and you are hearing alerts. When you hear people say, get paid while asleep, some of these people aren't lying. When you hear people say, even in the midnight I'm receiving alerts, these people aren't lying. It's the landing page that is at work. Now, if you, landing pages could be as expensive as $200, $150, $90, but we have a very, very, very cheap landing page package for SMEs. If you're interested, send a DM. I'm not saying this for you to be interested. I'm saying this for you to know. So even if you want to run your ads into your WhatsApp number and all of that stuff, it's fine. But just know that there's something that can convert way, way much more than running your ads into your WhatsApp contact. So that's one. So to the next one. Yes, so the next one is social proofs. Guys, social proofs is super, 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 so important. Yes, it's that important. And social proof can range in several dimensions. For example, when you post on your Instagram and have people who would engage your post with comments, that's social proof at a level. Sorry guys, that's social proof at one level. Now, when you have guys who are in the same Facebook engagement group with you, and they give you reviews or give you comments on your post, it will be 1 or 2 comments, and the pros are using engagement groups. For your information, the pros, the big names, are in engagement groups. They have social media and digital marketing guys like myself who would take every of their posts and throw it in an engagement group, in some engagement group of sorts, and then they will first get that first 1K likes, and then organic likes will start coming in. And we have a few engagement groups. If you like to be a part of that, you can send me a message or just drop it in the group here and we'll help you. Now, the way the pros are using social proof is such that they'll DM a client of theirs, maybe someone who have used their products before, a friend of theirs who can attest to their product, and say, hey, Mark, for example, can you just write a bit for me about this book or about this product? And then Mark, test runs the product, then writes like 3-4 texts and sends it to Jude, for example, and Jude takes that, puts it in his landing page. That is why you see testimonials in people's landing page, and sometimes it could even be videos. I mean, we have a couple videos that they've sent to us that if you want to use that for adverts and stuff, we can use it at any time. So social proof, people would believe you more. It's more than you just writing the whole caption in this world. And then, because people will come and say, okay, fine. So who have used your product before? Even if they don't think like that, if they see a similar ad to yours that have social proofs in it, they are most likely to go with that ad. Even if your package or your offering is more juicy than the other ad. So social proof, guys, is really, really important for your online business. Good morning, friends. I want to believe that you all slept and woke up well. We thank God for mercies. We thank Him for provisions. And we thank Him for strength to keep on. Yeah, so this morning I'll be sharing the last point with you all. And I'll really appreciate that you drop your questions in areas you are not clear, and then you also contribute. Nobody has all the ideas. There is no monopoly of ideas and creativity. We are all creative. We all have ideas. We all have stuff that we can contribute. It's always been my belief that a 10-year-old boy can save a 40-year-old person from a mess, if you understand what I'm talking about. So nobody knows it all. We all come together, put stuff together, There might be some people who know. Of course, there will surely be people who knows more in certain fields and areas. For example, you can't have me come sew fabrics together and I'll do it successfully, because that's not my field. But when you come to the field of political science, for example, international relations, digital marketing, branding, and all of the leadership and all of those kind of things, I think I can do a little better. So yes, the final point for this whole session is content. The way the pros are making sales back to back online is content. Now the first one we talk about, sales funnel. The second one, who still remembers? Social proofs. And now the third one, content. Now when we say content, I'm sure you all have been hearing content, this content, that, this content, that content, this content, your picture, your video. Is much more than that. As a matter of fact, I'm not looking at pictures or videos. Of course, by now everyone we've hammered it here severally. Everyone should already know by now that your pictures have to be on point. If you are taking products pictures, especially if you are selling products, shoes, clothes, and you want to showcase your products. Of course, if you are selling those kind of products, you want to showcase them. An image you take from Google and write a caption to and slap across your Instagram page may not work. So you want to take good products, pictures, and all of that. But that's by the way. The area of content I'm focusing on today is your captioning. Friends, there is a skill to writing captions. There is a skill to writing a caption that sells. There's a skill to writing a caption that sells. We have a blueprint. We have several blueprints and formats, that we use for our own clients and the people who work with us. But I want to give one free tip. For the Nigerian market, for the core Nigerian market, if, for example, you sell crayfish or you sell fish or you sell clothing or you sell hair, and you want to target the people in Lagos, and this works. You see, in your first block of caption, if you have, for example, if you have three blocks, I like to call it blocks, but you may want to say paragraphs and all of that, but blocks. Like the first 2 lines, you give space, then you do under 2 lines, you give space and all of that. So the first block of your caption, if you are running an ad, should have an emoji. Then I'll give you another pro tip for the Nigerian, local market. You should be able to relate what you are selling to the daily experience of the people. This one also works like surefire. For example, you want to sell what should we say now? You just made a dress and you want to, push it to the public. You want people to order for it, and so that you duplicate that design more and more. So one thing you can do is this. Hello, sister. Good morning. Then you can put a love emoji there. And then you say, another weekend is coming in 2 days. Another Saturday is coming in 2 days, if I may. And you will need to go to that Owambe again. Do you still want to go and repeat the dress you used last year? Or the dress you sew, that Ashwebi you sew for Uncle ABC's wedding? Is that what you still want to wear? Please come and get this beautiful dress, Joe. If you understand the picture I'm trying to paint, you have to be able to relate. There are certain words, you have to introduce, and let me tell you, it will surely catch people's attention. We have the formats, we have the formulas, and all of that. And, I've given 2 tips. One, use emojis. If you are looking at targeting the main, the local market. Use emojis and use relatable words they come by every single day. If you check out some of our posts on the buzzer adverts, there are different kind of formula mix we use. Every caption written are deliberate. Alright, so guys, lastly, God have to be your source. Like I've said before in the past, like we've said before, God have to be the center of everything you do. I mean, you might put all these systems in place, do all of these things, but if God is not your strength and your backbone, you may still end up failing. Thank you all for listening, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye for now.